In a recent statement from Chris Lee, the head of 343 Industries, to the official Halo Twitter account, 343 recently announced that Halo Infinite will be delayed until 2021. To be honest, this should surprise nobody. It's very clear that Microsoft were pushing for Halo Infinite to be an Xbox Series X launch title. However, I think even then 343 were uncertain about development, as evidenced by the vague holiday 2020 date that they gave. They knew even then that they could not commit to an official date. Now, the official reason they gave is obviously largely Parasite. But what other factors are there going on behind the scenes? In the announcement, they even mentioned that the delay is the result of multiple factors that have contributed to development challenges. One of the big questions people have been asking is, how is this happening even after 5 years of development? Well, it's because the game is in development hell. If you haven't yet, I recommend checking out this video that I made previously where I cover a lot of the behind the scenes occurrences at 343 that led to what we saw at the Xbox Games Showcase. To summarize it, there was a leak from a 343 insider who stated that the game was originally planned to be on Unreal Engine 4 and allow the player to traverse the whole Halo ring. This was obviously scaled down over the course of development. The development was also affected by the critical reception of Halo 5 and the quick drop-off of the player base. The game was not in development for all those 5 years. It was rebooted somewhere along the line. Eventually, 343 decided in favor of the Slipspace engine. Designing an in-house engine is not an easy feat. There needs to be time and resources dedicated to training employees for the workflow. The demo was very clearly unfinished, and a lot of sources behind the scenes paint 343 as a studio that's madly scrambling to get a working product. These Glassdoor reviews tell of an embattled 343 behind the scenes. That's very consistent with the unfinished state of the game we saw in the demo. They said 343 is relying heavily on contractors. This, to me, indicates that they are pushing to get everything they can working. They haven't even shown multiplayer yet because it's not working yet. It's probably less finished than that campaign demo. 343 even enlisted the help of an external studio, Sperasoft, to help with development. Put simply, Halo Infinite is in development hell, and 343 is under massive strain. In a statement in response to a lot of community criticism, 343 stated that the demo was only weeks old, rather than months as many speculated. As more comes out about Halo Infinite, I find the reality that the game is still far from finished to be far more convincing. Now, I'm going to do a bit of theorizing and say that they only properly started development on this game in around 2018. That's when they first showed the E3 demo. I think it's entirely possible that the other 3 years inside 343 since Halo 5 were a kind of transitional stage where they were trying out different things like Unreal Engine 4. Ultimately, I think a delay is absolutely the right way to go. 343 has had the same upper management for basically its whole run, and I think they know that their heads are on the chopping block if Halo Infinite is a flop. Of course, that's speculation, but if Halo Infinite fails, how much longer do you think 343 is going to stick around? It would at least be due for some restructuring. Halo Infinite may be good just by virtue of 343's fight or flight sense kicking in. If Halo Infinite releases as a good game, with a good player base, 343 is redeemed. Anything else, and it's adios. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe for more gaming and analysis videos. Let me know what you think of this in the comments. Also, let me know what you think of the shorter update videos. Thanks again, and goodbye.
Ma'am, there's an object coming into view now.
Cortana, what exactly am I looking at?
That is another Halo.
Say what?
So this is what my father found. I thought Halo was some sort of super weapon.
It is.